Right, Mineworkers Union NUM is calling for Eskom CEO Ruyter's head. They will take this demand to his office at the Megawatt Park today. The union is also protesting the unbundling of the utility and possible job cuts which may follow. UNC's Lindokuhle Xulu is following that story now and he joins us live. Lindo, I see that there are already flags from NUM behind you, so I assume they've already arrived. What's happening there now?
Well, we've seen one or two buses arriving, but we're expecting that there'll be more. This is ahead of the National Union of Mine Workers march here at the Megawatt Park, the offices of Eskom. And what we understand this is about is, of course, about some of the things you've mentioned in your intro, Maseko, one of them being that they are calling for the head, indeed, of the head of Eskom, the CEO of Eskom, but also they are, in fact, here to speak against the unbundling of Eskom, which they believe is the first step in trying to privatize Eskom. But, of course, you'd remember that this was a decision taken by the president of the country, Cyril Ramaphosa, when it was on that State of the Nation address in 2019, when he said that Eskom would be unbundled to try and deal with some of the issues that we currently face that would result in some things like the blackouts, or some would call it the load shedding. But we are with the union's General Secretary, Baba William. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. Just unpack for us what this march is all about, Baba.
Yeah, I think we organized this march, and I must raise it that because of Corona, this march is long overdue. We were supposed to have this march last year, and then unfortunately we postponed it more than 3 or 4 times. But we are here today. We are going to submit a memorandum, and our demands are very clear and open. The first head that we want is the head of the Ruyter. But we want to emphasize that some of the people that benefited from the Eskom donating to their foundations, that's why they can go to Parliament, and in Parliament, and they say the board of Eskom is very good. Yes, when you benefit, there is nothing that it can't be good because you are benefiting. So we are not surprised. We think that they are now reconfirming that indeed their foundations has benefited from Eskom contractors, and that is why the board of Eskom is the best board ever. But it's a board that has produced the most extreme load shedding. We have experienced the big load shedding, 6 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, with the current board, with the current CEO, with the current COO. And we are not surprised. You see, when people are enjoying things that are not nice, they easily defend and they easily protect themselves. Because if it was for the interest of the workers and the interest of the South Africans, people will have to decide that I can't inconvenience the whole country because of myself as an individual. But as I'm saying that, you can see that they're enjoying. The Ruyter put target for himself. The Ruyter did not fail anybody. The Ruyter failed himself because he put a target and say in 18 months he'll find Eskom in the right direction. So we gave him a benefit of doubt. We waited for that 18 months, and then 18 months has passed, and we are saying to the Ruyter, your own assessment of your own self has proved that you have failed Eskom. So we are also demanding that our members must be given an increase. 1.5 is not something that our workers can survive. Yeah, like you have mentioned, like it is mentioned all the time, unbundling of Eskom is a precursor towards privatization. And then we know, and we can even talk about these IPPs. Go to the IPPs and see who are the owners of the IPPs, and tell us later that what is your assessment. So owners of IPPs are the ones that are going to be beneficiaries of unbundling, that the end result is privatization. But we are here, we are resolute. We are not going to keep quiet and please those who want to please themselves. It was a state capture of the Zuma administration. We are just worried if in future there can be another state capture, because developments that are there, they warrant another state capture, but not the one that was for Zondo, either for IPPs and others.
All right, GS, you said a mouthful. We are here with you throughout the day, but some of the inferences I'm drawing from what the GS is saying is that they believe that this is the first step of privatizing Eskom, but also they believe that those that are coming out in public platforms, in parliament, including protecting what is happening in Eskom, according to them, they are in fact deep in the pockets of Eskom, speaking about foundations that might be benefiting from Eskom. So we have the whole day really to just try and clarify and get some facts around some of those inferences we are drawing from what the General Secretary of NUM is saying. But at the moment, we're just trying to set a picture for you, Masego, that indeed there are buses that are arriving, and just a quick summary really of what will be happening today.